Alright, so we are going to try a few examples for both type of sequence and series, the arithmetic one and the geometric one. So let's hit the first one. The question says to find the term, find the, sorry, not the term, the n term, find the n term and first three terms. First three terms of the arithmetic sequence having U4 given for 93 and U8 given as 65. Alright, so the questions are very clear in here. We would like to find the nth term, meaning the formula for the particular sequence. In this case, it's already been mentioned, it is arithmetic sequence. So we need to find the n term and then the first three terms from this particular sequence, which given info U4 is 93 and U8 is 65. So what we need to do is definitely we try to get the details from the given one, U4 93, while we know that U4 is U1 plus 3b. If you wonder from where I get U1 plus 3b, remember that UN is U1 plus nth minus 1 times b. So when nth equal to 4, for U4, meaning we have U1 plus 4 as nth minus 1 b. So U4 itself is 93, and then U1 is 4 minus 1, we got 3b. So this is how I get the value earlier. And then we have U8 also given in the question as 65. So from here we get is U1 plus 7b. Alright, so there are two equations we have here and the other one over here. So if just either we do elimination method or we do substitution methods. So if this is 1 and this is 2. So from 1, I just do substitution. From 1, we have U1 equal to 93 minus 3b. Alright, so I'm going to substitute this U1 into 2. So substitute, let me just put bullet here, substitute U1 to equation 2. So I'm going to have 65 equal to, the U1 will be 93 minus 3b plus 7b. So this is after substitute. So from here, what will we get? So 65 and then 93 minus 3b plus 7b. So 65 is equal to 93. Over here, if we solve, we have 4b. Alright, so 4b, that will be equal to minus 28. I hope you can figure this one. And here b is equal to minus 28 over 4, then we get minus 7. Alright, so we already have b minus 7. So from here we can go back to the U1 equations, which is the one over here, to calculate or to get the value for U1. So from here U1 is 93 minus 3 times the B that we just calculate, minus 7. Alright, so here we can get U1 is equal to 93 plus 21, which equal to 114. Alright, so since we get already the U1 and B, then we can now arrange our UN, or the nth term, which equal to U1 plus nth minus 1 times B. So we substitute the value of B, the one we get here. Substitute here, and U1 we substitute here. So we are going to have as UN 114 plus nth minus 1 times minus 7. So we can solve this equation. So we are going to have UN equal to 114 minus 7th n plus 7 sub-associative, okay? And UN is equal to 121 minus 7n. Okay, so now we done and get the UN. The next question says here is, well, this one done. The next one asking for the first 3 terms. The first 3 terms, meaning U1 and then U2 and then U3. As U1 we already know it's 114, and we know the difference is minus 7. So just minus this with 7, we get 107, and then the next one will be 100, right? Okay, so that's to solve these questions. Now let's try again another questions. We try again another questions. Find the nth term and the 26th terms of geometric of geometric sequence with A5 equal to 5/4 and A12 equal to 160. Alright, so this is the same types of questions, just that instead of arithmetic sequence previous questions, now we are here having geometric sequence. Okay, so let's make a use the info given. We know A5 equal to 5/4 and then A12 equal to 160. Now for geometric sequence, EN A R nth minus 1. So for A5, meaning nth equal to 5. So here we have AR 5 minus 1. So AR 4. So with the same method, we have A12, that will be AR 12 minus 1 which equal to AR11. So we can put this on over here, AR4, and then here AR11. So same as previous questions, we have two equations in here, number 1, and this is equations 2. Okay, again we just do substitutions. From 1 we can get A from this one is equal to 5 over 4 r to the power of 4. I hope you can figure it from where we get this one. So let me just put this as the third one. Now substitute. You can substitute 3 into 2. So what we get, we will have 160 equal to our A as we have on the third, so which is 5 over 4 R4 times R11. Now we have exponential here. Remember, A to the power of n over A to the power of n, same basis A, so that will be m minus n, which over here we have R11 and at the bottom we have R4. So what we are going to have, that will be 5 over 4 R11 minus 4. So 160 will be 5 over 4 R7. Okay, so the next one we can solve by doing mathematical manipulations over here. Cross multiplications, we will have 160 times 4 over 5 equal to r to the power of 7. So if we solve this one, we will have 160 with 5. What number we get? That will be we get 3, 15, and then 10, we get 32. Okay, so we get 32. So we multiply, we get 1 to 8 R7. So 1 to 8 R7 over here. So 1 to 8 itself, if we try to find out what are the numbers to the power of 7, that will be equal to 1 to 8. Here is power of 7. So we need to find out what number powered by 7 equal to 1 to 8. And this definitely 2 to the power of 7 is 1 to 8 equal to r to the power of 7. Now from here then we know that r is equal to 2. So we get the ratio now. Of course, from this we can get the A or A1. So A, that will be equal to 5 over from 3. Yeah? Remember, we have our A from here. So we use this to find A. That will be 4 times r to the power of 4, which is 2 to the power of 4. So we will have 4 times 2 to the power of 4, 16. So we will have 5 over 64. Now as we have r and we have a as 5 over 64, now we can arrange the nth term for this particular geometric sequence, which is an is A or A1 are n minus 1. So our A1, as we already calculated here, is 5 over 64 times R is 2 and minus 1. Now you can leave it as it is, meaning and 5 over 64 times 2 and minus 1. It's fine, you can leave it as it is for the n term, but I will prefer you to simplify this formula, because 64 is also, we can convert this into base 2 to the power of any numbers. So from here we will get n 5. 64 is if we change to base 2, what will be that is 2 to the power of 6. 2 to the power of 6. And the top one we have 2 and minus 1. Correct, eh? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. This one, another one, 2. 4, 4, 4. 4, 4, 16 with 4, 64. Yes, 2 to the power of 6. Now here we have base 2. And remember the exponential rules. So we will have n equal to 5 times 2 and minus 1 the top one minus 6 from the bottom one. So we are going to have n 5, 2 and minus 7. So which is look better compared to the one over here. However, both is true, it's just we try to make it a little bit small or simplified better. Okay, so we answered already the first questions, which asking the n term over here. Now we would like to find out the 26 terms of this geometric sequence. It means we would like to calculate A 26. That will be 5, 2 and 26 minus 7. So that will be 5 times 2 to the power of 26 minus 7. That will be 19th. So yeah. Oops. 19th. So if we again, you can leave A26 equal to 5 times 2 to the power of 19th. But also you can find the exact numbers. You can try to calculate with your calculators. I will try to use my calculator to calculate this one. Hold on. So I get the numbers 2621440. So that will be the 26th term of this particular geometric sequence. Alright, so of course there are many types of examples or problems can be manipulated, but the key point here, regardless you are given arithmetic or you are given geometry, regardless what is the questions, there must be info given, whether is the 10th term, whether is the 15 terms of the sequence, or the total of few terms in there, doesn't matter. What you need to find out by the info given, try to work with the info, find the U1 first, and B if it is arithmetic. If it is geometric, find the A1 and R first. Because if you have this U1 and B or A1 with R, then the rest of the problem can be easily solved. In the case of it didn't mention whether the sequence, for example, they write down U1, U2, U3 with certain numbers, and they didn't mention whether it is arithmetic or geometric. So what you need to do first to check whether the difference is fixed, for example, B and B here. If the difference is fixed with the same number, meaning that is arithmetic sequence. But if the difference is not fixed, over here might be B, over here might be 2B or any numbers, meaning they are different, then what you need to check is whether they have the same ratio instead of difference. Then if they have the same ratio, then definitely that particular sequence is a geometric sequence. Alright, so whatever it is the type of the questions, there must be info given. When the info given, whether it is arithmetic, the first thing that you need to do with the process that I saw earlier or demonstrate to you earlier, try to find out U1 and B. With that, the rest of the problem will be solved. As well as, if it is a geometric, then with the given info, the first thing that you need to find out is A and R. Then, the rest of the problem can be easily solved. Okay, so I hope these two examples is good enough for you to start working with the quiz. Or if anything that you need to ask, anything not clear, or anything in doubt from these 3 videos, definitely you know what to do. Either you write on the comment or you write on the forum on our LMS. Okay, so I believe that is all for today's class. If you are ready, you can try to start attempt for the quiz. Remember that you must always try to get a high score, because the quiz will contribute 10% to the overall marks in the end of the semester later on. Okay, so see you next class, and that's all for today, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.